beautiful, edgy. Okay, Spotify, you scared the crap out of me. Hello my beautiful babes, what is up? It's Brandi. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. In today's video, I am so excited to show you guys this look here that I created. It is something that I have never tried before on my channel, nor in general. So I'm really happy with how this came out. If you guys are interested in how I created this, then you guys should definitely keep on watching. I really want to expand my makeup skills and try new different things. So I sat down last night with my little book and all my palettes and came up with a sick look that I am so excited to try out. I think this is going to be absolutely stunning. Like, oh, I mean, honestly, this doesn't do it justice because the shimmer shades weren't blending out on here, but like, just ignore that eye and look at that. That's the goal. That's the vibe. As always, I'm going to be using the beautiful bling brushes. Now, whatever I mention them in my video, it's usually like the first thing that I do before I dive into a makeup look. I just want to say right now, I am not sponsored by them. I wish maybe somewhere down the road in the future that would be my ultimate dream, to have my own collaboration with bling brushes. I feel like it would be a cute baby blue or a gorgeous type of green. I don't know, something along those lines. But even if I'm not sponsored, I just can't not share my love for these brushes, the way they look, the way they perform. Truly amazing and definitely worth the investment. So if you guys are ever looking for beautiful brushes, or maybe this is your first time trying to really find brushes, these are the way to go. Now let's seriously begin this look. Starting off with the Bloodlust palette and taking the shade Vile Serpent. And before I go any further, let me zoom you guys in. That is so much better, not only for you guys but for me, so I can actually see what I'm doing, because I don't wear contacts when I do this, and trying to put makeup on with glasses, probably not the easiest. So right now it's a win-win situation for the both of us. To begin this look, I'm just going to take that shade and place this in the crease first. It's alright, it's a little bit sloppy, I got hooded eyes. And taking this about halfway, once it's in my crease, I'm actually going to go above the crease just a little bit, because as you guys can see, I have hooded eyes and I want this to be noticeable when I look straight ahead. From here, I'm going to lightly drag this out. As I said before, it doesn't have to be perfect. The bottom will get cleaned up with some concealer, possibly eye makeup remover. I haven't decided, but that's basically the vibe in which I'm going for. Then going into the Blood Money palette and taking the shade right over here, which is Mint Condition. Now, when it comes to this inner corner, I'm not taking Mint Condition all the way down, because I do want to add another little shade in that little tiny bit of area. Not where we typically would put the inner highlight, but just right in this little piece that we're leaving to blend out the upper area. As you guys can obviously see, there is a distinct line between those two shades. So I'm just going to go in with this small blending brush to make sure those edges blend a lot better. I feel like the tail isn't as bad on the side, but here in this inner corner, whew, for this little tiny space that we left open, I'm actually going to go into my Conspiracy palette and take the shade Food Videos and tapping that in this little portion, then blending it out So now I'm just going to take a little bit of this Estee Lauder Gentle Eye Makeup Remover. What? Okay, I guess there's... I don't see a cat, but I'm pretty sure my cat opened the door. One of the three, I have absolutely no idea. That was kind of creepy. Anyway, I'm just applying that on a little cotton swab. And as you guys can see, I started off with concealer. It's not going to be, as you guys can see, like the bare skin color that I'm going for. So I'm going to remove the excess with this, which is something I have never done, and it feels very weird. I'm gonna go back into the Conspiracy palette and take the shade Not a Fact on this eyeliner slash eyebrow brush. Taking very little, and where you see this lovely distinct line, I'm going to lightly place that color at this edge of Vile Serpent. Very teeny tiny, just to give it a little bit more dimension. Taking a little bit of my Magic Star concealer, lightly go over the bare skin and to clean this up even more. Using the shade Vile Serpent again, but this time I'm going to wing it out. Starting off with the outer corner and slightly tapping. This really isn't the brush for this, but I don't have anything else. I went digging and luckily I found a little eyeliner slash eyebrow brush. So I'm going to take that shade Vile Serpent just so I can be really precise with this. I don't want to mess this up because there's only so much that concealer can do. I'm just going to connect this, do a line straight down where my crease is. Then from here I'm going to slowly connect it, fill it in, and slightly taking that shade and making like a little cat wing. Using the same shade, I'm gonna do the outer corner of my lower lash line so I look a little bit less crazy. I'm gonna go into my Conspiracy palette and I'm gonna take the shade Not a Fact. Taking this the rest of the way on the lower lash line. And I'm even gonna take this on the outer corner just so I can get a nice little mix between Vile Serpent and Not a Fact, using a clean brush to buff out these bottom edges so it's not as harsh. Still using that same shade, please ignore the brush that I'm using. I'm going to focus this along the wing that we just made, but going very light-handed and not taking it the full way. Just enough to give a little hint of definition. Using Mint Condition to blend this bottom half of the wing. Not the top, just the bottom. So I'm actually going to go back into food videos to blend out this top wing. So I'm going to go into the Blood Money palette and gently dip into the shade right over here, which is called oh my goodness, I couldn't even pronounce it. Divine Intervention. Oh my goodness, I forgot how pigmented that was. And do a little bit of a slant connecting to the rest of the matte shades. That's actually not that bad. I think it has to be a little bit toned down, but before I do that, let me quickly do this side. I'm going to go into the Blue Blood palette and take the shade, not that one, this one over here, which is called Crystal Flesh. I almost said Fetish. And I'm just going to lightly place this on top. That is so pretty. Oh my gosh. Taking the shade Ranch. Using this to highlight the inner corners of my eyes. Whatever is left on the brush from Crystal Fetish, I'm going to lightly highlight this little bit of brow bone because I just feel weird without any highlight at all. But we are working with negative space, so I'm making sure that nothing goes past where we put mint condition, just to give it a little extra something. And I think that's everything that I had planned for the eyeshadow. So I'm gonna quickly hop off camera, put on mascara, all that good stuff, and then I'll be right back. Alright, I am back, and this is the completed look. I can't get over how amazing this looks. It's bright, it's beautiful, yet it has a little bit of edge, which you guys know I love so much. And the fact that this was my first attempt at negative space, I can't get over how gorgeous this is. I need to do more looks like this in the future. Now for the finishing details that I finished while I was off camera, starting off with liner, I used the JSC Velour lip liner in the shade Weirdo. I used that to, oh my goodness, I used that to line my top waterline. Please excuse me, I've been up since 7. It's currently 8 p.m. My brain is just, she's had it. She's clocked out. She's ready for bed. So please excuse me. We are almost done. Bear with me. For the bottom waterline, I used the Disney X Colourpop Tinkerbell in the shade Fly With Me. This is the first time I've ever used this, and it is so beautiful. I think it complemented this look perfectly. Here it is swatched on my hand. For lip liner, I used the Dragon Beauty Lip Drop Liner in the shade 2.0 CC. For lipstick, I used the JSC oh my goodness. As I was trying to say before, I used the JSC Velvet Trap lipstick in the shade Naked Body, and then to top that off, I used the JSC The Gloss in the shade Heaven's, in the shade Safe Word. I knew it wasn't right halfway through it. Oh my gosh. Now for lashes, I am wearing the Kiss Lash Couture Faux Mink Collection in the style Little Black Dress. I am obsessed with this pair, specifically from this collection. It is natural, but not. For highlight, the last and final thing, I dipped into the Blue Blood palette and took the shade Cullen, which is right over here, as well as going into the Blood Money palette, and using the shade Divine Intervention, I mixed these two together, and this is truly stunning. One of my favorite things to do, especially with JSC, is mix the eyeshadows together to create your own unique highlighter. I believe that was everything that I had to mention to you guys. I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, please give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, as well as hitting the notification bell. As always, all the products that I mentioned today, struggled to mention today, but they will be linked down below in the description box. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye guys.